4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Yeah, yeah. Or I might have him do scoreboard and I'll do stats. It's kind of newer to lacrosse, so I can do the stats.
I think you're gonna get the flag.
You're gonna get it or am I gonna get it?
You.
What? That,
No, just stop.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our second WCLL Division II semifinal of the day. This afternoon, we've got San Jose State taking on the Aggies of UC Davis. Both teams vying for the second spot in tomorrow's D2 final. The winner of this game will face the Chico State Wildcats, who won their matchup against St. Mary's earlier this morning. Today, UC Davis, they're the number one overall seed in the WCLL for Division II, and rightfully so. They have cruised through their league play, going 6-0, and they're looking to return to the national tournament for the first time since 2019. These two teams did meet earlier this year, and Davis came out on top 18-3. So, you know, while they have that to rely on and fall back on, right, the San Jose State team, they're here for a reason, and this is the playoffs and anything can happen. San Jose State, in their 35th year as a program, they are back in the playoffs after taking a hiatus thanks to some good leadership from head coach Derek DeLemos. They are, their record is 4-6. Davis's record is 6-5. Davis, they played a tough out-of-conference schedule, but I expect a good fight here today between these two squads. Both teams heavily represented in the WCLL honors, which were released just yesterday, including for the Aggies of UC Davis, head coach Frank Resiteritz winning Coach of the Year. And then both teams also represented by sharing Offensive Player of the Year awards between on Davis, a freshman attackman out of Menlo Park, California, Marcelo Batista, and for San Jose State, another freshman from Newcastle, Max Oshetsky. Both those guys sharing Offensive Player of the Year honors as well as first-team All-League attackmen. So we've got a good matchup here between some skilled players, between a couple of California schools. Looking forward to a good time. I'm Chris Nespor, joined here by Joe Dresser. Goalies are crossing, bumping gloves, and we're about to get rolling here in Los Gatos. Both goalies impressive in their last games. Mason Johnstone for the Aggies, he's a first-team goalie for the WCLL. He's 66% save guy on the year. On the flip side, you got Eric Rodriguez for the Spartans, a 58% save percentage for the year. He had 13 saves last time these two teams met. So both goalies obviously going to have an impact on this game. Opening faceoff looks to be controlled by the Spartans. Dom Costa, one of the senior leaders for the team, swims through the defense. Costa can take one in here. Costa rigs it right off of the crossbar. Wow, if you're trying to start the game, that's the way to do it. We got to make sure we put that home, though. San Jose going to get their first look at a settled offensive set. Couple offensive playmakers to highlight for the Spartans. Of course, we already talked about Oshetsky. He's wearing number 3. He's got the ball right now. You also have Nick Costa, so a pair of teammates between Dom Costa and Nick Costa. So you'll be hearing that last name a good amount here today. You've got, right now with the ball, that's number 6. That was captain, senior Jackson Christopoulos. Ball gets turned over. Coming the other way is Thomas Neal. Thomas Neal loves to push in transition. As an LSM, he has 23 points on the year, 16 goals and 7 assists. That time, that's number 30, Jonathan Sorelli, who cashes in on a kind of a bit of a broken play. That goal was assisted. We're looking to see who got the assist. Looks like it was the LSM, Thomas Neal. Sorelli getting on the board early. Second team All-League honors for the attack. He had 31 points this year, 24 goals, 7 assists. That's an infraction going against San Jose State coming out of the box prior to being released. And Davis wants to push here in the stick of Neal. Neal thought about whipping one across, elects to go down to his attackman. That's the stick of Mark Wood. The attack for Davis, you've got Wood, 34. Sorelli is 30. And 11, Samuel Lissac looks to be taking the other attack runs. At the midfield, something we'll see often today, Thomas Neal with the long pole staying on to play offense. He's going to be on the field we've got number 5, Carter Chan, as well as 15, Marcelo Batista.
That was almost 2 assists right off the bat for Neal. He's clearly making an impact, and he's going to continue to stay on the field offensively after they clear the ball, it looks like.
A little bit of a force there from San Jose State on the clear. Gives it back to the Aggies, but they give it right back. But it's going to be Spartan ball. That's one thing Coach DeLemos for San Jose State highlighted is, look, when we get the ball, we need to possess it. We can't go and take the first shot 7 seconds in and let the goalie get hot. And we got to work for the best look.
That being said, you're still going to want to be pushing the transition game. Knowing that you lost 18-3 earlier in the year. Obviously, this game is the playoffs, and your record and the previous games don't matter now. It's who's going to play the best game today. But just knowing that you might have to get creative in the ways you're going to score goals here if you're going to make this a competitive game.
Yep. Tom Costa there was stripped by Wood for a second, but the ball bounced back to the Spartans. Errant pass is going to go over and back, so Davis is going to get another shot at playing offense here. Batista with it. Officials call him back to make sure he starts in the right spot. Dumps it off to Chan. Lissack works it all the way back to Sorelli. San Jose State looks to be taking Batista out of the game, face guarding him. As a freshman demanding that attention, that's impressive. Obviously earned first team attack honors, earned co-player of the year honors. Wood wants one. Again, another pipe. There's a few pipes right off the bat to start today's game. Sorry, that was Neal. Neal with the pull, taking the shot. Chan up top. Chan skips it high over the head of Mark Wood, and it's going to be San Jose State ball.
And I've not seen that in a few years. An LSM who is playing both ways, but then just staying on the field for the full 6-on-6 set multiple times in a row.
Yeah, I don't think Neal's leaving the field much today. He's a guy. I remember watching him last year. He was he won the D2 Player of the Tournament as a freshman. He's a sophomore this year, and he's just going to stay on. He's going to play defense. He's going to create turnovers. He's going to go on offense. He's going to push transition. He's going to score goals. So really fun player to watch. Is Zero. Can't miss him.
Yeah, we'll see how his legs hold up throughout the game. Looks like he's gonna take a breather here now and get the full 6-man offense in.
Yep. Feel good story with the ball. Aiden Osgood. Aiden, he's a senior. He broke his arm early this year. He's one of today's captains because last year he was a second-team midfielder. So he's one of their better players who hasn't played all year. This is his first game, and that is his first goal. Sorry, not his first game. He does have a goal, but he hasn't played a lot. And welcome back, Aiden Osgood. Glad to see you are feeling better.
And when you're saying second-team midfielder, you mean second-team all-league?
I mean second-team all-league.
Gotcha.
He's an all-league midfielder who broke his arm and has been off the field for most of this season, returning today for the first time since Game 1. So that was Osgood with the goal. Was it assisted?
I believe so. Didn't catch the number for our assist man.
Clean face-off win for Rahul Sayal. Second team all-league face-off man. Batista's going to draw that slash. And Batista, he's been locked off to start the game, so he's feeling like he needs to make an impact maybe when he has the ball. Back to Osgood. Osgood puts it away again. Welcome back to 5.
And they are going to wipe out that penalty. That goal.
Slash is going to stay. Personal is going to stay. Technicals get waived.
I'm sorry.
So they're having a conversation about it right now. Maybe deciding 1 minute versus 2 minutes.
Two penalties. Blue side, 7, slash, 1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, they're going number.
Blue
Okay.
side, 7, slash, 1 minute. Both of those are releasable. It's all releasable.
2 sideways. That means 7. That is Colin Fitzpatrick with the slash. He's going to be taking a seat in the box for a minute. Good face-off win again from Sayal. San Jose State had a beat on it for a second. Just another early release right there. That's just it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Got to wait for possession to be called before you could step out of the box. Nice dish upfield. Davis is going to get their man-up unit on. Ball worked over to Mark Wood. Mark Wood goes high to high. Lefty right in the top right corner. I believe that's Wood with the goal and Batista with the assist, yeah? An early spree from the Aggies has them up 4-0 with 9:48 still to go in this first quarter. So San Jose State started out with a quick shot and a possession, and now we've seen some unforced turnovers, some errors in judgment, and kind of mistakes that they're really shooting themselves in the foot with. And Davis capitalizing.
Yeah, and if they're going to want to be competitive in this game, they're going to have to, they can't be turning the ball over on just simple passes. If turning the ball over is okay with those physical mistakes, but mental mistakes, man, those are a killer. So they got to take care of the ball here, try to get a goal, chip away, and don't let this lead get too big early on.
Yeah, so we got, Sayal for the Aggies. He's won the last few pretty easily. So if I'm San Jose State, their guy's no schmuck either. Senior number 6, Jackson Christopoulos, he's an honorable mention face-off guy. So he can play, obviously. Maybe that just shows how great Sayal is for the Aggies. But if Christopoulos doesn't get the job done, then maybe we elect to throw a pole out there, or someone who can mix it up a little bit more. We change up our wing play. We make it a scrum. Because right now, early returns, Davis is cleaning up at the face-offs.
Yeah, they're going to have to, San Jose is going to have to find little ways to impact the game. And one of those ways can be the face-off and the ground ball battle. And a lot of that is effort. So let's see if they can win some of these ground balls, win some of these face-offs, get some extra possessions, because it looks like they're going to need it today.
We have Sayal and Christopoulos out to take the face-off. On the near wing, you've got Thomas Neal matched up with Aaron Escobar for the Spartans. Good job by Christopoulos. Going to mix it up a little bit. Sayal comes out with the face-off with the ground ball. Good job escaping pressure there. Finds his teammate, Caden Velasquez. Sorelli with a little bit of a righty wraparound shot. Backed up by Wood. Senior out of Camarillo, Mark Wood, looking to get his first midfield on. Up to Neal. Neal surveys. Skip over to Batista. Batista back down to Wood. Up to Neal. Lefty rip. Goalie saw it the whole way there. Nice save from Rodriguez. San Jose State will begin their clear.
And they'll live with that. I know Neal, has some offensive talent, but if the LSM is taking a 15-footer out, I think San Jose State's going to be pretty happy with that shot.
Yeah, and if you're Neal, you got to change planes there. Goalie saw that the whole way. That looked a little bit high. Not sure why anything didn't get called, but going for a run, that was number 5, Preston Vanna. They didn't call a trip either. I'd be upset if I'm San Jose's coach. But I'm not, and I'm up here in the booth, and I'm telling you guys what's going on. And right now what's going on is Sorelli has the ball. He's getting topside, and that is Eric Rodriguez eating up another shot, and that was a nice save right there. Escobar going to look to clear himself here. Draws a double team. And Davis is just swarming these ground balls. That's Batista coming out with it. Batista up to Lasac. Hickey with it now. Hickey, an honorable mention midfielder after being a first-team All-League defender last year. Pass goes down to 11. That's Samuel Lasac, who puts it away high. Assisted by number 5, Carter Chan. Davis up 5-0 early over San Jose State. Christopoulos and Sayal at it again. Christopoulos wins it, draws the push. Going to be San Jose ball. Christopoulos, good job getting the clamp right there. And the Spartans will get an offensive possession, and it feels like they haven't had too many.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes when you haven't had the ball for a while. You finally get it back. You want to make a play. You want to help your team out, and sometimes it's just you really need to get a possession. Let every guy feel the ball. Ball has energy. Get the UC Davis defense working a little bit, and hopefully something opens up for a goal.
That's Dom Costa with the ball being harassed by Jamie Richardson, who's doing a good job of just throwing checks in there, keeping him honest.
Good, Jamie. Top hit. Let him do nothing. You're good.
Costa, a first-team short-stick D midfielder, obviously staying on offense here. Trying to turn the corner and lower his shoulder is number 3, Oshketsky. Ball finds the carpet, collected by 22. Oshketsky with it back up top. Finds a curling Costa in the middle. Rings it off the pipe.
It's 2 pipes for San Jose.
Collected
so
by Nick
3
Costa.
Pipes.
Back to his brother, Dom Costa. Tried to get into the middle. Good job by the UC Davis defense to collapse on that. We're going to get an interference call behind the play, so going back to San Jose State. And we are restarting. Oshetsky passes to Christopoulos. Christopoulos in his left, back to his right off a roll. Finds Costa in the middle. Balls somehow kind of stayed in his stick there for a second, but popped loose, and that's Mason Johnstone able to keep possession for Davis. Ball finds Mark Wood. Behind to Sorelli. Davis is getting their midfield. Down to Osgood. We got Osgood to Sorelli. Sorelli up top to Chan. Chan, nice hitch. Back to Osgood. Right hand. Puts it high. Off stick high. We had a great view of that one. And that's a quick hat trick for senior out of Chico, Aiden Osgood.
Another assist for Chan.
Good job distributing from Chan. You know, it just seems like they're getting what they want right now. They're swinging it through X, skipping it back up top, skipping it one more time, and there's no pressure on that shot. You know, Osgood had time to work it back to his strong hand and was able to put it home.
Yeah, they're getting good quality shots, and you got to hand it to them. They're putting them in the corners. They're placing well, and it's leading to goals. 6-0 lead right now for UC Davis.
Sayal with a nice job winning forward, but a great stick from senior defender Brian Tang out of Fremont to tip the pass and prevent the fast break goal. Sorelli working from behind. Looks like San Jose State's running a 4-high zone defense. Maybe trying to prevent those skip passes and knock them down as they're on their way through. So what you want to do to attack that, you want to engage those shorties from the low wings. Oh my goodness, another shot from Neal finds a pipe. These pipes are singing today. Ball still down, picked up by Tang. Tang finds Oshetsky. Oshetsky pushes, takes a shot. A little further out than maybe he could have. Great ground ball from Costa. Costa in one hand wraps it around, nearly finds the back of the net there. Backed up by Oshetsky. That's a great ground ball from Dom Costa. Kind of kept it, scooped it with one hand, kept it in that one hand all the way around, and almost had a highlight play.
We've had a lot of almost goals here so far. Hopefully they can put one in the back of the cage instead of hitting that orange.
Yep. Gorgula with it to Chate. Chate, righty step down, sidearm high, goalie all over it. Not a reset. 51 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Oshetsky's going to bring it in from behind. Oh, nice location right there. That's 23, Nick Costa, off an assist from Oshetsky.
They hit the good side of the pipe this time.
Oshetsky with the assist, Costa with the goal, and San Jose State is on the board. So, good sign for the boys in blue. Sometimes all it takes is that first one, and then we get things flowing a little bit. That was a great job from Oshetsky, dodging from X, kind of draws one, and Costa he had his hands free, wide open. No real two-slide, no adjacent help. And we have a violation against San Jose State on the face-off, so it's going to be UC Davis ball.
Yeah, and San Jose State, they've had some success generating some good looks. Obviously, they hit a few pipes, but that one finally falls, and hopefully gives them some more confidence to keep doing what they're doing, and eventually some of these goals will continue to fall, and they can chip away at this lead.
Yep. Chan with the ball. San Jose State staying in this 4-2 zone, which can be very effective, taking away passing lanes and making the offense work from a different point than they're used to operating from. However, if you can just dodge and beat a guy that easily, the ball can work around, and you can get a nice shot. Wow! Nice finish there, Michael Hickey. The initial look, great job of pushing one side, banging it backside. Hickey's first shot got deflected, but he picked it up and snuck it home with one hand. One hand underhanded there for Hickey. All right, we've got Christopoulos and Sayal ready to do battle again here. Sayal pops to himself. Ball is still down. Hits the pylon. San Jose State. Christopoulos with it. Can push right here and find Oshetsky if he wants to. Oshetsky has a shorty.
Maybe a decent time to go. He's going to go to a spot down below.
Oshetsky, 44 points on the year, 31-13. So if he gets a shorty matchup, I think he wants to take it. And you see Davis sliding to it pretty quick. Costa, though, nice swim move. Gets to his right hand, just shoots it high. Pinetto with it off the backup. Back to Oshetsky, a little bit just loose with the stick, and the ball never made it in there cleanly. Still staying with San Jose State though. Costa going for a run. He likes that swim. Pretty strong right-handed player. Good shot, just missed wide.
Another good look. Just didn't bear that one.
Yep. Interesting story. Nick Costa transferred from Davis. So playing against his old school here is number 23. His brother, Dom Costa, puts one home off a dodge down the left alley. Both these guys, Dom Costa, transfer from Cal Poly. Nick Costa, transfer from Davis. Both of them deciding to join forces for their graduate year at San Jose State.
Yeah, 7-2. Doesn't feel 7-2. It feels a little bit closer than that. So if San Jose State can continue to get possessions, they're generating decent shots. And, Davis is going to continue to score goals. But if you can limit those possessions, this game might be more even than we think.
Yep. And, Davis, they were the beneficiaries of an early scoring spree. I think they just kind of, 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty quick. And since then, or aside from that couple of minutes, it's been a battle back and forth.
I mean, they're on pace for 28 goals, so it's definitely a scoring frenzy to start the game from Davis.
With less than 1 minute remaining in the first quarter, Davis, maybe they're working for one shot here, as shot clock is irrelevant. Up to Batista. Chan skips it over. Batista open in the middle, finishes. Attempted to finish behind the back. There's a good cut right there, and a decent time for the behind the back shot, as it did increase his angle. Ball keeps on working. Oh man, Rodriguez had it for a second there, but it did trickle in. The shot from Lissac finds the back of the net, and that was
Osgood on the assist.
Osgood on the assist. So Osgood already 4 points today. And Eric Rodriguez, man, he was all over that. He had the save, and it was one of those ones where just because he didn't step out, right, he makes the save, but the rebound finds that bottom corner of the net. So unfortunate one for Rodriguez there, but goals are goals, and it counts the same on the scoreboard. Puts Davis up 8-2.
Yep, not all goals are created equal.
And they're pushing here, 20 seconds left. And they call a timeout. They're going to try and draw something up here and make it 9 in the first. So San Jose State running a zone similar to some of the zones that we've seen earlier today, Joe. Against in a game like this, you're already down 6 goals. Is zone the answer?
Davis seems to be able to move the ball pretty easily with the draw and dump. They seem like they're pretty well coordinated offensively. So, I don't know if it's the answer. I don't know if you're better or worse in man. Davis seems pretty athletic so far, but so does San Jose State. And maybe they want to conserve their legs. Maybe, they don't have a super deep bench. But I definitely would be throwing in different looks against this Davis team, because we've seen that they can string together goal after goal and go on runs. So you got to throw them some different looks and try to make things interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, curious what Davis is going to do here. They've got 19 seconds in the quarter. So obviously shot clock does not matter. They might, it's probably a set play right here. I'd look for Batista. I'd look for Wood. Osgood's been all over the place in his return to the field. Let's pick your poison if you're the Spartans. Who do you want to take away?
Well, I definitely want Neal taking the shot if he's on the field.
If you're the Aggies, you want Neal taking the shot?
Well, if I'm San Jose State, I don't think he's going to be on the field to start this possession.
It's not lit, so.
I'm the boss.
Lissac dumps to Osgood. Wood taking a run in his left hand. Tried to skip it through back to Lissac. We got 4 seconds there. Let's see if Lissac can pump it through. Mark Wood almost able to get a stick on that. Would have been a pretty acrobatic finish and a good attempt from Lissac to give him a chance. So that ends our first quarter with the Davis Aggies up 8-2 over San Jose State Spartans. And you mentioned it earlier, it feels closer than an 8-2 game, but here we are, 6-goal margin. I think, in my opinion, there's 2 things that stand out to me. It's the ground ball dominance by the Aggies, and it's the unforced errors by the Spartans. That's accounting for these 6 goals. Yeah,
and one thing that's sticking out to me is it seems like UC Davis is scoring just about every time they have the ball. And so one thing to look out for is, A, is San Jose State going to get stops? And B, can they just limit the possessions where UC Davis is on offense, because that's the way they're going to get back in this game. If UC Davis is going to continue to win the possession battle, they're not going to have a chance.
Yeah, one thing worth mentioning, both benches, not super deep. We saw obviously the Division I teams were out here earlier, and those benches are lined up down to the 20-yard line. These guys, a smaller roster size on a day like this, where it's warm out, it's playoff intensity. We might need to go into that bench a little bit more. Guys are going to get worn out. So San Jose State, they want to account for that by controlling their possessions, slowing down the ball. That's what Coach DeLemos mentioned earlier. On the flip side of that, Coach Resiteritz, Coach of the Year for the Aggies, he says, we want to play with pace. And so you've got a team that wants to push it, you got a team that wants to slow it down. Clashing ideologies here, and right now, obviously, the scoreboard backs it up, but the team that is playing faster is in a favorable position.
Yeah, and we saw it in the first D2 game. That came down to the wire, a 7-6 ball game. Both teams were battling to the very end. If you're UC Davis here, you're looking at this, not only do they want to win, but can they get enough of a cushion where they can pull some of their guys that will be playing tomorrow if they hold on to this? And can they get a little bit of a cushion and rest some of their guys for that battle tomorrow, again, in the sun?
Yeah, tomorrow's D2 final being played at 12 o'clock sharp. So it'll be warm, maybe not as warm as it is currently. But it's a warm weekend here. It always is. WCLL playoffs always seems to be a heater.
So is Davis the 1 seed?
Davis is the 1 seed.
So I'm wondering why they played the second game and they get shorter rest. I don't understand that.
It's a good question. Usually the 1 seed will play that earlier game.
You get the earlier game, and you get to see who you might be playing after.
Ooh! Nice finish there from Jonathan Sorelli. Good job working on the fast break. I believe it went from Shermamura, getting some game action there, number 10. Shermamura finding his teammate Sorelli, who finished from a low angle, found that opposite pipe. That was a pretty looking goal. Sayal scoops one back again pretty easily here. I think he's pretty much got that on demand. Neal goes to Wood, Wood to Sorelli, Shermamura with it. Shermamura marked by number 16, Buckley. Up to Chan. Chan over to Neal. Back to Neal up top.
I'd be pressuring this LSM is on the field. It's almost disrespectful if you're at San Jose State. You're going to let this long pole play offense. I'd be hounding him, trying to get the ball out.
Oof, and a nice move from Batista to get his strong hand free. Saved by Rodriguez.
It's a nice outlet there.
Rodriguez finds Oshetsky. Oshetsky to Costa.
I thought they were going to push it there. They're pulling it out, though, and try to set up their 6-on-6 offense.
Yeah, and maybe they're honoring what their coach is asking them to do, right? Coach wants to slow it down. Coach wants to take the pace out of the game. And so more credit to you, Dom Costa, for escaping pressure there, getting into a settled set.
And when you have the ball, UC Davis doesn't, right? So if they can get a good possession, they're not trying to kill time, but get a good possession, use some of the clock, get goals, that's the way you're going to win the possession battle and get back in this game.
Costa coming around a couple picks there, nearly able to get a shot off, but the ball was poked free. Nice ground ball by Kyle Sutherland for the Aggies, but kind of just chucked it over the midline and able to find possession for the Spartans was number 16, Joseph Buckley. Gorgulo working it through X. Up to Chate. Chate right to right hitch. Moves it along to Pinedo. Max Pinedo with a good crowd here cheering him on.
There's nowhere to go here. Someone's got to get through for him. Take your guy through.
Yeah, Costa go through. All right, Pick did its job right there. Pinedo puts it home, and the crowd goes wild. Nice move right there, right? The pick, though, it was not necessarily a super effective pick. It didn't stonewall him by any means, but it creates the confusion between the on-ball defender and the off-ball defender. Are we switching? Are we staying? What are we doing here? And Pinedo able to get a step and bounces one past the keeper for the Aggies.
And I actually didn't even like the pick there because Pinedo has a short stick on him, and then the guy setting the pick brings the long pole. So I don't love that. I'm a midfielder myself. I don't want a pole being brought to me, but it ends up working out in their favor.
Yep, and looks like we got a little bit of energy from San Jose State. So they tried to contest that ground ball there. Whoa, sticks go flying.
Expelliarmus.
We are offsides, though they didn't catch it. Official far side did. Man, great play countered by going offsides there, and man, we had a rusty gate attempt you could see from a mile away, and then the guy on the backside able to just send the stick flying. Steps over the midline though to get the ground ball and gives it right back to Davis.
I love when those sticks go twirling in the air like that. It's always so entertaining.
That was a good one. Batista with a head of steam. Shot gets deflected on its way through. That's Aaron Escobar who was able, his stick just got a piece of the shot. Chan rolls back to his right, shoots high, misses. Sorelli from behind, up to Wood. Shermamura dumps it to Chan. Chan with his right hand. Great save, Rodriguez.
And that's his third save of the day.
Yeah, Rodriguez finding himself a little bit here. Good work, Brian Tang, to get around the attackman. Tang dumps to Gorgulo. Up to Costa. Costa 21 goals, 8 assists on the year. Oh, that's just, you can't have that. That's an over and back infraction. It's going to be Davis' ball. It's a 10-yard pass. That's got to be automatic, and Davis is ready to go. Sorelli finds Wood. Oh, here we go, Rodriguez. That's a way to make a play right there. Keep your team in it.
Rodriguez bailing them out right there. That unforced turnover.
Spartans looking to clear. Tried to do a little bit too much there. Nice play on the far side to keep the ball in bounds. Was 35, 25? 25. That was good. Good job on the clear over there. Took a big hit, but threw it back in bounds to his team. Nice job right there. 21, Ori Butler, captain for the Aggies, first team all-league defender. Showing why. That was a very smart play. Kept the ball over that side of the midfield. That is another save for Rodriguez there as the shot clock does reset. Batista spinning to get his left hand free.
That had some sauce on it.
Good move right there from that's number 3, Jackson Bland. Get it up, Blue. Oh,
that was nifty.
All right. Oh, and Joe Dresser wins the race to Nifty, making it 2-1. That was, in fact, a nifty play from Nick Coletta, kind of dumping it a little bit behind himself to the long stick of Brian Tang to help clear the ball. Now here goes Oshetsky through the entire defense. Steps on the crease. It's going to be Davis' ball. Oshetsky, we got a big stop on this end. We're trying to get our offensive personnel in there. Maybe not a time to dodge through 4. Sorelli to Shermamura. Chan with it. Osgood. And Davis, they've got some big boys on this team. I'm looking at Osgood, Wood, Sorelli. These guys are built and obviously athletic. On top of that, hard to push them around. Here goes Chan, going for a run up the righty alley. Pass through, finds Neal. Neal fakes it out, takes a shot. Rodriguez again, great save.
Saying it all day. They will live with that. San Jose State will live with that.
Yeah, Neal, 16 goals on the year, but I feel like if you're Davis, you need him to change planes right there. It was a good move. He got his hands free. He got to the middle, but he went sidearm high. It's very easy for the goalie to track.
And I'm not saying this necessarily happened on the last play, but if you're UC Davis, you do not want a situation where guys are trying to get theirs. You want people still playing team ball. This is still a four-quarter lacrosse game, and you can't be letting up your good habits just because you're up big in this game so far.
Yep. Nick Costa, strong move to the middle. He's been doing that a few times. He seems to be able to beat one guy consistently. Once he draws that slide, or maybe even that second slide sometimes, he's just got to have his eyes up there. Someone's open. But he did a good job of getting that shot off in a quality location. His brother, Dom Costa, with the ball, marked by Neal. Neal causes a turnover. We're pushing transition. Let's see what happens. Neal looks a little gassed. Finds Shimura finds Chan. Sorelli cashes it in. Chan to Sorelli. That was pretty right there. That's why they call it execution.
Assist number 3 for Chan. Goal number 3 for Sorelli.
Yep. That's a pretty fast break right there. Neal causes that turnover, dumps it to his teammate, and then Carter Chan, recognizing, we got a break. He was behind the play, sprinting up field, recognizing, there's all this space in the middle. Then we can run it more like a traditional 4-on-3 fast break.
And I love Neal. The ball, stick in his left hand. He's on the right side, and that's good. That's an awkward play. Drawing somebody and throwing it across your body. And so he gets it out of his stick early to the attack and lets him make a play. Beautifully done.
Yep. Neal with a shot going for that far pipe. I thought that was a good time for a shot. One of his better shot attempts, as it was at least, it was going not stick side. He went off stick there. Wood picks it off, and there's a ball that found its way onto the field. Wood takes a check, gets back to the middle, and finishes.
Yeah, and so maybe they're not going to count that one because of that ball that went on the field. The refs are going to talk. It's a clever tactic by San Jose State if they were trying to confuse people on the field there.
Looks like maybe the ball came from the practice field behind the away bleachers. Trying to read some body language.
So no goal. Correct? Yeah, no goal.
No goal. Batista maybe wants to change that. Gets it to Osgood. Ooh, good look from Sorelli. Finds a cutting Hickey. Wood taking a run from behind. Good job from Tang, keeping him out of the middle, staying physical. Osgood rolls back to Hickey. Hickey, little shake. Sorelli, low angle off the pipe. That's going to reset the shot clock.
Lucky they're up 10-3. That's not a high quality shot.
Man open in the middle is Osgood. Osgood puts it home. Assist from Batista. Batista with his second assist. Osgood with his fourth goal. There's a lot of open space in there. We have a timeout. I didn't see which team called it. Looks like San Jose State with the timeout. We got 5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in this first half, with UC Davis up 11-3. So long possession there for the Spartan defense. You know, we had the awkward work with the extra ball that came onto the field. And there was a goal, there was not a goal, a couple pipes, just a long possession, and then out of nowhere, Osgood finds himself wide open on the crease. And if you're going to not defend someone, I would recommend probably choose someone besides Osgood to let run free, because you know that guy has shown he is adept at finding the back of the net.
And when you have those long possessions, you know, that the whole point of you know, working it for a while and possessing it, you get that defense to move, you cause confusion. And as you're working it around, getting multiple shots, defense starts to tire, they start to lose where they are on the field, and all of a sudden things open up, and that's what we saw there. He was wide open on the crease for the finish.
Trying to read some body language over here. Looks like Coach Resetaritz for the Aggies preaching to his boys to, you know, stay aggressive, stay in it, keep pushing. There was some animated movements, like he's saying, look, we got to push the far side, maybe related to some of their issues with clears trying to go on the near side. But I mean, you're up 8 goals, UC Davis. I think if you keep doing what you're doing, you're probably going to come out in a good way at the end of this game. But Coach Resetaritz isn't worried necessarily about this game. You know, he wants his guys to do the right thing and get better, no matter what the score is.
Definitely. And these are, you know, we've said this the last couple of games also. You know, whether you're up by 10, down by 10, these are, I mean, especially for the team that's going to go on to win this game, all these possessions matter. You know, when you practice good habits, you can't let up when you have a big lead, because there are going to be games when all of a sudden it's neck and neck, and even when we were up 10 yesterday, we were still playing good lacrosse. And so that's going to be the challenge for Davis here as the game continues on.
Yep. This has been a good battle here recently, Christopoulos and Sayal. I feel like Christopoulos has won the last few. And Sayal looks to jump there, so it's going to go to San Jose State. Oshetsky on the far side to Chate. Down to Costa. Nick Costa, that is. Costa swims to his left. Gets to the middle. Nice save, Johnstone. Costa, again, able to get to a good shooting spot, unable to finish.
That's a nice move. Coming around top side, gets a good look. Johnstone with the save.
Kyle Sutherland with it for the Aggies.
That's a good
Pressured
ride.
along the sideline. Chate doing a good job.
And they're going to need to do that throughout the game. They need to ride hard. They need these extra possessions.
We've got another ball that came from behind. We'll see if we can get those guys back there shooting around to control their shots a little bit more. Oshetsky going for a run, draws a double. Marked by Miles Boutwell. Boutwell, a second-team All-League defender. Chate, big wind-up, big shot, misses high. Bringing in from X is Nick Costa. Nick Costa to Oshetsky. Oshetsky right to the keeper. Stick side stick there from Oshetsky. And Johnstone saving that 10 times out of 10. Good pressure.
Great pressure.
Sticks flying around.
You got guys open. And he's not looking.
That was Hoviter with the great play
tough
on the defensive end to get the ball back to the Spartans. Oshetsky called for a ward there. Yeah, you know, he's upset about it, but both both guys initiate contact there. What Oshetsky gets called for is afterwards that little bit of movement with his free hand. If you are moving your opponent at all, whether or not he wants to bang with you too, if you move him, it's going to be a ward. I think that's the right call.
He
Batista.
doesn't have to do that also. Nice play.
Oh, beautiful. Batista rings one off the pipe, and the defense able to keep it over. Nice little scoop up to their teammate as well. Make it not a ground ball battle. Here goes Shimamura. Back to Batista. Batista, good move. Sorelli. Sorelli hitch. Sorelli finish. Good work. Sorelli, fourth goal of the game. Beautiful move right there to hitch, get topside, get back to the middle, sticks it low. (12-3) Aggies. Sayal and Christopoulos at it again. Sayal wins it back to himself. Christopoulos, though, nice scoop. Back to his teammate. Oh, big save from Johnstone on the shot by Pinedo.
That hurts for San Jose State.
That's going to be blue ball. That was a great opportunity and a nice play from Christopoulos. Sweeping the ball forward, evades the wing for the Aggies. Gets it to Pinedo. And Pinedo just gets robbed. Nick Costa. Swimming kneel to his left, shoots wide. Backed up by Pinedo. Pinedo to Chate. Chate marked by 71 for a second, now picked up by Neal. Neal with that purple shaft, not a color I see too often. Very interesting.
And I'd be trying to continue to attack Neal. You know, we've seen it. He's been playing a lot. He goes on offense, plays defense. Let's see if they can tire him out and maybe take advantage of that at the end of this half.
Gorgulo to Costa. Costa working to get back middle, finds his left hand, shoots and scores. Good work from Costa, paying the price, but finding the back of the net.
Sacrificing his body there for the goal.
Yep. Nick Costa, second of the day. Great cut, comes around the top of the defense, then dives it back in, gets it back to the middle with his left hand. You know, that time Johnstone unable to come up with the doorstep stop.
Yeah, and big goal instead of 12-3, 12-4. Let's see if they can maybe get another one here before the half ends. 12-5 doesn't seem as bad as 12-3.
Neal with a nice ground ball. Jumps to Hickey. Hickey to Shimamura. Shimamura to Sorelli. Sorelli to the pipe. Davis is impressive stick work on these fast breaks. Batista with it. Batista, a strong left-handed player, still able to sweep to his strong hand. Finds Sorelli wide open on the backside. And that's just a defensive breakdown right there. I think San Jose State, they were looking to get matchups. Guy on the backside, he was a little bit lost, and Sorelli takes advantage. Sorelli with the goal, assist from Batista. Fifth goal for Sorelli.
And Batista was with his third assist.
Sorelli possibly upset about a second team attack award this year. Make a case right now that to the voters, maybe they made a mistake. Hold against Davis. Ball is awarded to San Jose State. We've got 45 seconds left in this half. chance for the Spartans to gain a little bit of momentum headed to halftime.
So far we have 4 goals for San Jose State, all unassisted, and of the 13 goals that Davis has, 9 are assisted. So it just shows you that the way that San Jose State's scoring their goals, they're winning their one-on-one matchups. UC Davis is working the ball, their team offense is winning.
Yep, that's a great point, Joe. 7 seconds.
No push there?
3, 2. We get a shot off here. Not quite. A couple seconds, and they may have had another one there. Nonetheless, our first half ends with UC Davis up 13-4 over San Jose State. We are going to take a 10-minute break here for halftime. We'll catch you on the other side.
I can take your pain away from you, from you.
You guys on all the games today? I haven't been down here. No. No? Oh, okay. So, if you guys have like a foul or anything, come up to this camera and speak loudly to this camera.
I'll be like right here.
We're on the live stream.
How about right here? Just be like, white 5.
Well,
That'd be crazy.
Tries to skip one through to Sorelli. Sorelli harassed by Haviter. Good work from Haviter to keep that ball alive. Yep, and more of the same here. We got some action behind. Those balls are continuing to make it onto the playing field. I see the WCLL president back there, Mike Gillespie. Hopefully he can go back and have a word with some players.
It's a little ironic if they just hit cage, the ball wouldn't be on the field, so that's why they're out there, is so they can try to hit cage more.
That's fair. That's a good point, Joe. The sad thing is, there's a high likelihood those are my high school players. San Jose State with the ball in the stick of Dom Costa. Dom Costa, a super, one of the more impressive players for the Spartans in that first half. Him and his brother Nick, really some key contributors. And if San Jose wants to get back in this game, it's going to come from effort and hard dodges. This Davis defense, on the few goals that San Jose has scored, and like that, they've shown they haven't really slid too aggressively, right? That was a perfect opportunity, or a perfect example. You got Costa dodging hard through the defense, didn't really get slid to, or I'm sorry, I think that was Christopoulos on the dodge. Didn't really get slid to. He's in the middle of the field. He's getting a shot off, and there's no slide coming. So if San Jose State can just dodge hard and beat one guy, I think there's opportunities for them to score.
Agreed, and they're getting good looks, almost every time on offense. They just need to bury those and chip away one at a time. But, again, we've talked about this all day. The possession battle. Get yourself more possessions. Win the ground ball battle. Force turnovers. push in transition. All these things are important, and they need to be converting these good shots that they're getting.
Yep. Costa with a good job to secure the ground ball and then draws the slash against number 71 for Davis, who I'm looking for. I don't have on my list. 71, possibly a guy who forgot a jersey. That seems like a number maybe that a coach just has in a bag just in case someone forgets their jersey on a road trip. 71, 1 minute for a slash. San Jose State's going to go up a man early here in the third quarter. In a 3-3 set, Neal tried to pick one off there and kind of a weak shot from Gorgulo. Johnstone's all over that.
Yeah, when you're man up there, you can get better shots. You know, it's good shots are not the standard when you're man up. Great shots are the standard. And that was just a decent look, but you need to be striving for the best possible shot you can get when you're man up.
Yep. Neal flips it ahead to Sorelli. Sorelli tried to find a cutting Hickey there. Unable to connect. So it's going to go back to San Jose State. That's a live ball.
21.
A little bit out of sorts here as we start our second half. Good job by
San Jose State needs to get this ball right here and just run it across.
Yep.
They need to secure possession in their territory.
Gorgula. Good job of getting a stick on that pass. And the ball still, there's just holes in everyone's stick right now. Pinedo with it. Just kind of jogging through.
Looks like Davis is extending out pretty hard on defense, so there's space to operate if San Jose State wants to take advantage of that space.
Shetsky up to Costa. Costa marked by Neal. Gorgulo. Yeah, there's a lot of space here. Looks like they're pressuring out, or they're kind of almost denying Nick Costa the ball. Though now we've got a double team. Now they work it over to Costa. And he's going to go ahead and take a dodge here now that he does have the rock. Costa, hands free, gets a shot off, but missed high. Backed up by Oshetsky. Oshetsky marked by Miles Boutwell. Here goes Costa. Get his hands free again. There was Dom Costa, but the ball just kind of squeaked out as he went to wind up. Pinedo with it.
Check set.
Again, they're doing a pretty good job on their one-on-one matchups so far.
Pinedo nearly hits the wraparound as the shot clock is expiring. You know, long possession. I think quality looks for the Spartans there. Unfortunate that none of them hit a pipe or the goalie, but shots or at least looks from decent spots, but a look isn't going to get it done. We need those to connect.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, they didn't get a goal right there. But you got to be pretty happy with some of the opportunities you're generating. So stay home, continue to operate your offense, continue to win in those one-on-one matchups, get those good looks, and the shots will fall.
Chan sweeping high with his right hand. Tried to feed Wood. Intercepted is a new goalie for the game. That's Alex Hoffman in replacing Rodriguez. Not that Rodriguez got pulled here. These 13 goals are not on Rodriguez at all. In fact, he had 6 saves himself. Hoffman, though, these guys split time during the regular season. Hoffman saw plenty of action. He's saved 47% of shots that he's seen. So it's saving at a decent clip. So Hoffman in for the second half for the Spartans. And
we're back and forth here. Both teams trying to score some goals in transition, not burying them, and some exciting back and forth across. Fastest sport on 2 feet, as they say.
Yeah. So what's happening with the shot clock?
Referee
got all funky.
timeout. Needs to address something with the table.
Okay. So go to 75 then. He just ran back. And we'll restart here. Ball with Aaron Escobar.
escorting through Aggies. To Oshetsky. Oshetsky with it. Boutwell, good job getting a body into that. Got a lift check, knocks the ball free. We've got interference on the Spartans. Ball goes to Davis. Davis looking to push right away. Good work from the Aggies there. From that was 11 to 34. Pinedo, or sorry, wrong 11. Lissac getting the assist and Wood getting the goal. Good job pushing off the restart right there. We had, it was a little bit of confusion, unsure what the call was. There was an interference call. Davis is ready to go. San Jose State was not.
And Wood gets that goal back that was taken off from the second ball that was on the field. So he's got to feel good about that one.
Face-off battle here. Ball still on the ground between Sayul and Christopoulos. And that's not sure if he stepped out of the box or what the call was, but it's going to be San Jose State ball. Pinedo working around behind. Cutter was Escobar there, unable to connect. Davis pushing the break. Lots of pressure, heavy checks. Build out a little bit with the push call as that was Caden Velasquez trying to clear it through. Ori Butler helping on the clear, but the ball gets turned over back to Christopoulos.
In these first 7 minutes of the second half here, this is the game script that San Jose State wants. They've been winning the possession battle. They've forced Davis to make a couple turnovers on offense, and we'll see if they can chip away even more into this Davis lead. But so far, so good in this quarter for San Jose State.
Yeah, and Costa again, a shot from a quality location, unable to capitalize. Batista to Chan. Chan to Sorelli, picked off. Great stick right there. That's Brian Tang again. But Tang turns it over. Woof! Clean look right there. Carter Chan feeds it across to Lissac. Lissac, his second goal of the game. Chan, his fourth assist of the game. Nice finish there from Lissac. The feed was a little bit low, so he comes down with it and just kind of sweeps it in there.
And that one hurts if you're San Jose State. You make a nice interception, and I know you want to force it the other way. Transition goals, or how you're going to maybe chip away here. And instead of turning back and controlling the ball for his team, he's trying to push it, gets stripped, and then that leads to a nice bang-bang play by Davis, and they get the goal back. Not necessarily a two-goal swing, but could have been a two-goal swing there.
Yep, and those are the plays that Davis has made today. Mistakes by...
And in these playoff moments, it's not who wants them more, but also who can execute, and Davis is executing.
Yeah, they're punishing the Spartans for every mistake they might make. Opportunity for a step down from Neal. Goes high to high again here, misses it up top, backed up by Davis. Osgood operating from behind, inside roll, finishes up top. That's a pretty move right there. If you're an ex-attackman, watch that on repeat. Able to get his defender on top of him, just inside roll, gets a stick around, finishes around the keeper there. Aiden Osgood.
Numero 5.
Unassisted for number 5. Sayal and Christopoulos at it again. Sayal wins it cleanly, but whiffs on the ground ball. Christopoulos there to pick it up, harassed by Neal. Christopoulos getting into the body of his defender, Hickey. Oshetsky stripped inside. Another turnover here, and Davis is off and running. Hickey gets it to his attackman. Ball's good with it behind. Up to Wood. Wood to Neal. We have another stoppage for a ball that finds its way onto the field. That one's from a different spot, though.
Here we go, Blue!
Osgood with it behind. Chan, righty sweep, gets his hands free, tries to put one high, just misses. Oh, Osgood showing off his toolbox right here. Tool belt, I suppose. He went with the inside roll on the other side, question mark on this side. Just kind of showing off all the moves.
No one did the question mark better than Rob Pennell, though. Am I right, Chris?
Chan, good idea there. Drew the double, tried to get a little lever pass over the top of it. Teammate wasn't looking for it. San Jose State ball. Good work from Jackson Bland, the long pull for the Aggies there. Not letting the ball through to his attackman. Able to force a turnover, and it's back to the Aggies.
Expelliarmus.
Brian Tang again, doing everything he can to help his team out. Might go for it on his own here, but checked on his way through. Tough to get through those tight spots with a pull. Costa, though, keeps it. Oh, and shot gets deflected wide.
It's a nice effort there.
There's some good action here from the Spartans.
Yeah, on one hand, I wanted them to pull that out since they haven't had an offensive possession here in a few minutes. But then again, it's open there, and you got to take advantage of the opportunities you get. So it's a good effort there for San Jose State.
Finish inside. That's 11. That's Lissac again. Lissac scoring some goals here in the second half. That's his third on the day. I'm told fourth. 5, 10, 13, 16, 17. I don't know.
Third or fourth, everybody.
One way or another, it's pretty impressive, Mr. Lissac. Face-off battle again, and Sayal doing a good job of winning it, but struggling with the ground ball. Christopoulos there to clean it up. Christopoulos inviting contact, draws the flag. And Davis picks it up. We'll assess a penalty here, probably a hold.
White, 1. Hold. 30 seconds. White. 1. Hold. 30.
30-second hold on the UC Davis Aggies. Penalty is on their face-off man, Rahul Sayal. So San Jose State getting a chance here with their man-up unit. See if they can make something happen. That's Dom Costa with it. Over to Corgulo. Corgulo back to Costa.
I really love to see San Jose try to be patient here on this possession. Try to get a great shot. There will be good shots available, but can you pass those up for a great one and convert here and get their fifth goal of the game? Let's see.
That's the difference. Costa takes a good shot. Maybe not the great shot yet.
I don't even know if that was a good shot. One could argue, they can at least get a shot, 10 to 12 yards out, somewhere near the middle of the field. I don't hate the look, but again, the goal here is to get a great shot. You have a man advantage.
Pinedo with it. Up to Costa.
Come on, why are we getting through?
I'm a little bit confused here. Oh, that's why. Davis, the penalty did release. Davis just had their guy step over the midline. For this reason, call it cherry picking, call it what you want, but we got a fast break, and let's see if they can cash in on it. And they do. Wood to Osgood. Some familiar names today. Wood with his first assist on the day. Osgood with his 6th goal.
The double hat.
Yeah, that was interesting. Davis content to play man down, understanding, hey, if we get a stop or a save, we've got a free fast break. They just had their guy step over the midline. For a second, I thought he was confused and was just lingering, and it was offsides as the releasing midfielder, but it was obviously something that they planned to do. That was their play, and it worked out for them.
I forgot that was like a thing that some teams could do. If their man down is holding strong, you just have the guy step over. You get an easy outlook for, a transition fast break goal.
Yeah, well, we used to do that back in the day when, Brick Wall, Sean Peel was like, yeah, you know what? Take a shot. We'll cherry pick. We'll get that. Christopoulos lands a big hack there. He's been playing physical, and it's not a bad thing. But, right there, he gets the interference call. When he has the ball, he's been getting into his defender. He drew the last penalty, but if he keeps throwing a stick around like that, when you got one hand on your stick, refs are grabbing their flags.
Yep.
Here goes Velasquez. Left hand in the middle. Shot blocked on the way through. Collected by Hoveder. Hoveder with a head of steam. Oh, poked out there. Nice job from Carter Chan. Hoveder still mixing it up. Oshetsky corrals the ball, stays in bounds. Good strength from Oshetsky right there, despite the pressure from Boutwell.
We're closing in, folks, on 2 minutes left to play in the quarter.
Chate with it. Finds Costa. Costa marked by Butler. Ori Butler for Davis. We haven't talked about him too much. He's one of their captains. He's a first-team all-league defender. 31 ground balls on the year. Just a very solid play. You can see it right there. Invite contact. Don't get beat to a bad location. Just playing fundamental defense, showing why he is one of their captains.
And sometimes you gotta love that when, you're not talking about one of your best defenders, and that's because he might not be making the flashy play, the flashy takeaway play, but he's anchoring that defense. You can look at the scoreboard, and the other team only has 4 goals, and that's partly because of him and how well he's played team defense today.
Yep. Mason Johnstone for the Aggies with another great save, matched on this side by Alex Hoffman. Really impressive save from Hoffman as there's just time and room from the shooter. Shot really could have gone anywhere in the cage. Hoffman sees it the whole way.
Get him, Reed.
Flag is down. And Davis is going to pick it up. We got 32 seconds. It's going to be on 71 for a slash. Again, we don't have a name for 71.
White side.
Let's see if we can guess.
Slash, 1 minute.
If you know, feel free to tweet us.
Do we see a number 4 out there?
Get big, Mace.
I don't know if I see a 4.
Get big,
So there's a chance it's Luca Alioto. Alioto. Costa shooting from deep, man up. When you have, it's a minute man up, you got 14 seconds left in the quarter. I don't know if that's a shot. I'd almost value the possession at the end of the quarter more than that shot.
Yeah, and I understand you're down by 14 goals, and so you might want to just go quickly. But at this point, 5 seconds left, I would try to, if I can. They're not going to hold it. I think it's going to be a face-off.
That's going to be quarter. Quarter expires. That was a great take, actually, from Dom Costa. He rolls through the defense. He puts it on the ground. He just missed wide. Story of the third quarter for the Spartans. Good looks, not finding cage, and I think that speaks to how big Mason Johnstone is in net for the Aggies. We've had seven saves that we're tracking, but his presence is felt in all those shots that are missing wide as well.
Yeah, and again, that I did like the take there. However, you're shooting that with 5 seconds left or so. Ball goes out of bounds as the quarter expires. Nobody has possession when the quarter ends, so we're going to have a face-off to start the fourth quarter, as opposed to if one team was holding the ball when the whistle blows, they would start with the ball this next quarter. So a little bit of a brain fart, but oh well.
Yeah, and that's something that that rule, if you've been playing for a long time, that rule is something that you understand. But anyone who is newer to the game, even maybe 5 years playing the game, it's sometimes kids are confused. Players get confused. It's like, oh, is it only if we were the ones that were man down, or do we have to be the ones that are man up, or does it have to be, I still have guys asking, oh, is it every quarter can end that way? That's only when there's someone in the penalty box. A penalty is being served. Does that rule come into play?
It's a pretty bizarre rule when you think about it. Like, just when there's a man down situation, like even the team that is man down, if they happen to get the ball for some reason, then they start with it. It's kind of an unusual one, but it is a rule. And anyway, they were not able to capitalize on that rule to end the quarter. But if they win the face-off here, they get the ball back, no harm done.
Yep. On the field right now, we have a freshman keeper for the Aggies, Glenn Carson. He's warming up, unsure if he's going to take the field or not, but one way or the other, he's getting some reps in. Good on you, Glenn. Spartans break their huddle, and they're ready to rock. Aggies as well. And we do, in fact, see a new keeper in for UC Davis, Glenn Carson, out of Woodinville, Washington. 51% save on the year, so clearly seen some action in relief of Mason Johnstone, who, Johnstone, first team All-League goalie. He's clearly a good keeper. He was first team All-League last year as well. So coming in as a freshman, playing behind him, you're learning some great things behind a player like Mason. So interested to see Glenn compete here and get some reps.
Woodinville, Washington, that's kind of a tongue twister. So they end up getting the ball back and not holding it to end the quarter ends up not mattering at all. But just a little nugget for all you viewing at home that didn't know about that rule.
San Jose State, they are still up a man. Thank you very much to our crew here in the booth. We do have confirmation on who number 71 is for the Aggies. That's Reed Rodriguez. Oshetsky with it. Down to Costa. Costa takes a shot. Shot was deflected on its way through.
Oh, someone's
on the crease. Oh, nice save. Right off the bat. Way to get one for Carson. Davis again electing to play man down with the guy up top. And that's why we are now pushing a break. Osgood. Feeds on the crease, unable to connect. And ball trickles out of bounds. Osgood confused by the lines here, understandably so. There's a lot going on.
Kaden!
Hoveter going for a run. Hoveter, one of the captains for San Jose State. He's a second team All-League D-man. You know, I think showing some real heart here. Playing hard despite a scoreline that might deter some people from really continuing to go full out.
You got 2 on you right here. Get the ball out and move it quick.
Guy open right here. 3-on-2 if you want that way.
These guys are stacked below in the crease.
Costa shoots and eaten up by Carson. What a start to this fourth quarter for freshman Glenn Carson. Ori Butler running the break to Osgood. Osgood down low to Shimamura. Oh, wanted one more across. Unable to connect with Lasac, though. Marcello Batista there to clean it up and keep possession for the Aggies. Ooh, Batista with a sweet finish right there. Gets on the board. That is the first goal of the game to match his 3 assists for Marcello Batista. 40 points on the year, 31 goals, 9 assists. And that was just a nice move. You know, gets to his strong hand, a little bit of a leaner, head fake low, and then just stings the far corner.
Yeah, there's no sweeter sound in this sport than a little ding goal.
Yep. A little wet.
Ding.
All right, face-off battle again here with the Aggies up 19-4. Neal scoops it up, tries to split 2. That's 24 for the Spartans. Not on my roster. Pinedo to Chate.
We dodge him right here if I were 22.
We got a little insight to the inner workings of the MCLA website. Supposedly the rosters lock at some point, and so you know if a typo is made in someone's last name or number, it is not as easy as it should be to update. As I'm rambling, Chris Gorgulo out of Gilroy, able to put one past Glenn Carson, and he gets on the scoreboard for the Spartans.
And that's another unassisted goal for San Jose State. They haven't had a single assisted goal yet today. But they are beating their man and getting good shots, so I'll give them that.
Let's watch Christopoulos here. Had real physical the last few times out. Osgood. Ball's still low. Up to Velasquez. Velasquez down to Shimamura. Velasquez to Chan. Oh, just misses high. But subbing rotation worked out for the Aggies as Hickey was there, able to corral the rolling ball before it went off the field. Chan taking his man behind, wants to invert the shorty. Ooh, fake logo high. Good attempt right there, backed up by Osgood. Osgood skipped through to Chan. Chan unable to handle. Ball still loose. Coming up with it's Velasquez. Takes a shot, saved. Nice job, Hoffman. Hoffman walking it upfield. Open in the middle was Costa, however, unable to handle the pass. Davis turns it over on the into and clear. Dom Costa going to clear up the sideline here. Does so easily. Did push the defender offside, so that ref's going to let it slide, I guess. Chate over here from top middle. Pinedo now. Pinedo skipped through on the doorstep, but just missing as a Mongol right there was Oshetsky. Nice look from Pinedo. Skipped it through the entire defense. Oshetsky just needs to get one more step upfield.
I was so bummed. That was going to be their first assisted goal.
That is a bummer. Velasquez with it for the Aggies. The sack now. The sack rolling back high. Good save, Hoffman. Takes one off the shoulder. Osgood, big face dodge.
Big save.
Gets a
again.
shot. Big save again. Good work, Hoffman.
Already got 3 saves here.
You with Kaden? Kaden, you good? Yeah, you're right here. You're coach. Are you tagged?
Hoffman finds his teammate there. That's Corgulo, but Corgulo dropped it trying to evade the pressure from Shimamura. Davis kicks it across. Good dump right there. Shimamura to Osgood. Osgood down low. That's Zane Patel wearing number 9 today. Zane Patel, first goal on the year. Way to go. Assisted by Osgood. Osgood, 8 points, 6 goals, 2 assists. The latest one going to Zane Patel for his first G of the year. Face-off whistle blows. Coming out with it is Velasquez. Velasquez over to Shimamura. Shimamura tied up by, that's Hoviter. Hoviter again doing his part. Shimamura with it. Tried to get it across. Well, did get it across into the stick of Lasac. Lasac looked to skip it, ended up back on the far side. Now Jamie Richardson has it for the Aggies. Richardson staying on with a pull as well, so maybe just part of the offensive game plan for the Aggies. You see it with Neal, we see it here with Richardson. Nice save again, Hoffman. And a good outlet as well. Hoffman out of Sonoma.
I'm pushing early here if I'm San Jose State. I know they've been on defense, but if there's any unsettled opportunities that open up, you got to take advantage right now. But they are just going to hold it and get back into their 6-on-6 set.
Costa waiting for Christopoulos to get in here. Pretty stagnant set here for the Spartans. You know, whether you're seeing defeat, you feel like it's hopeless here. There's still, you know, I'd say there's still a lot to play for, right? A lot of these guys are going to be seniors. A lot of these guys is maybe their last time playing together. And in that situation, you know, I'm playing my heart out for these guys.
Also, just take this as a challenge. You know, see how many goals you can get. You know, you don't need to completely, you know, roll over. So there's still things that they can build on here in the second half, even though they're down by quite a few goals.
Sutherland pushing transition. Shimamura with it. Down to Osgood. Osgood skips all the way over to Bland. Bland rips one high. That was a nice looking G right there. Coming from Osgood again on the feeding end. Jackson Bland getting his first goal of the year as well. Bland, more recognized for his defensive prowess. Third team All-League, 18 ground balls on the year, only a freshman. Bland getting involved on the offensive end.
And that's Osgood again for his 9th point of the day.
All right, I'm excited about this. Coming on to the wing for the Aggies is number 2, Michael Hickey. He's an honorable mention midfielder. Last year, he was a first-team All-League defender. This is the first time he's picked up a pole here today. Do something. Nice check right there. Scooped up, Carl Patel. And Hickey in on that ground ball. Nice save, Hoffman. The ref set a little pick on the far side. Good look by Lissac getting back to the middle. Defense a little bit slow. Lissac moves on to Shimamura. Shimamura going for it. Oh, another one off the pipe. We've just seen so many shots hit the pipe here today, especially in this game. Shimamura with the shot. Lissac up to Butler. It's another pole staying in on offense. Clearly something that is practiced for the Aggies.
Take space, Zane! Take space, Zane!
Lissac corrals his own loose ball. Osgood with it. The cutter was Patel looking for number 2. Here goes Butler. Over the dodge with the pole. Down to Lissac. Shimamura. Osgood. Osgood back to Shimamura. Shimamura gets top side, sticks it home right above the goalie's helmet. Good shot location right there from number 10 freshman Gento Shimamura.
Right where Mama keeps the cookie jar. The
Top shelf, baby. Shimamura gets a goal to match his assist earlier. 1-1.
Yeah, he only has 2 points today, but
I feel like he's been involved in many plays.
His fingerprints all over this 22-goal effort for the Aggies here.
Good face from Costa. Wins it back to Oshetsky. Ball still down. Pops up.
Space! Space!
Velasquez reels it in. Dumps to Richardson. Richardson to Osgood. Osgood could have gone into Sutherland there if he wanted it. So it was a good cut. Lissac with it from X. Marked by Haviter.
Move it fast! Move it fast! Good! Move it! Move it! Move your feet, Caden!
Shimamura goes at it again. Good D from Buckley to keep him down. Oh, nice save, Hoffman. Oh, that was a close look there for 14, Jamie Richardson of the Aggies. Hoffman just hit him right in the stomach as Richardson found himself open on the crease. Oshetsky clears it for the Spartans, and body language very content to just let time wind down. I'm sure these guys are tired, especially Oshetsky, Costa, the other Costa. You guys have been playing most of the game both ways.
Yeah.
Nick Costa with it to Pinedo. Pinedo finds Oshetsky. Oh, good cut there from Oshetsky, and the flag is down. Slash on. That's on Reed Rodriguez.
Still love to see, love to see them finding the guy in the crease and getting a good shot off. I think I've said this 3 times today, but no unassisted goals. However, they've gotten a couple good looks this half off of nice passes. They just have not converted the goal in those instances.
I thought that was pretty sneaky by Oshetsky. Kind of, you can see his body language right now even. He's got his stick down, but he curled around just like this. He looks like he's out of it, and then he comes in and scores a goal, right? And I think he's someone, we'll give that one an assist, yeah? Gorgulo getting an assist, and Oshetsky able to put it home. Oshetsky, 31 goals, 13 assists on the year. He's got to be frustrated by today. That's just his first goal of the day. He's he's the leading scorer for the San Jose State team, so he's not used to being shut out at least from scoring goals. He did have an assist earlier. That's his first goal of the day. So we can see some of the frustration there, but a good job of finishing when the opportunity was presented itself. We've got a stoppage. We'll update you as soon as we know what happened.
Okay, we don't have a clock. We don't have a clock. We don't have a clock, so we're going to be on there.
Maybe clock didn't start on that face-off. So they're going to run it here. I think I heard a minute 50. Still not running. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the clock situation, but we're still playing lacrosse here. Velasquez with it to Shimamura. Shimamura to Osgood. Osgood working it up top. That's Patel with it.
1 minute, 20 seconds. Get it at the stick. Don't hold on to it. Move it. Move it. Move it, Caden. Caden.
Ball low to Velasquez. Velasquez sweeping through the D. Defense crashes down. Nice save from Hoffman again. Doing a really good job of coming in relief.
And that's his 7th save at the half.
7 saves. Nice job.
50 seconds. Yeah, you're okay.
Here we go. Costa, head of steam. Once one. There we go. Good work, Nick Costa. Nick Costa. That's a hat trick. Playoff hat trick right there. That's nothing to bat your eyes at. Good work. That's an effort goal right there from Nick Costa.
Okay, never mind. Stay at.
Those are my favorite goals in lacrosse, the ones that are not necessarily coast to coast, but those transition goals. You're running it all the way, defense to offense. That's why the sport's so great.
Fastest game on 2 feet.
We're killing the game when we get this goal, yes?
All right, and coming up with it is San Jose State. Aaron Escobar taking the face off. Looked like it was an infraction on Carl Patel for the Aggies. Dom Costa wanted to match his brother's goal just now.
How much?
Missed wide though.
22.
The clock on the scoreboard here is malfunctioning at the moment, so I don't know how much time is left, but it can't be much. I'm hearing 7, 6, 5. So UC Davis running down the clock. Full field shot. Let's give that another save to Hoffman right there. And Davis prevails 22-6 in our second D2 semifinal of the day. So Davis will meet with Chico State tomorrow at noon for a shot at the WCLL D2 title. Just a heads up, Davis beat Chico 23-6 earlier this year.
Super, that's on you. That one, no, it's not that one.
Their work cut out to them, but we saw that Chico team fight this morning, and they're a scrappy bunch.
Definitely.
And if they get going, and they've got a couple of studs that are fun to watch, that'll make it interesting for sure.
Definitely.
So UC Davis coming out victorious. We've got one more game this afternoon between the Gauchos of Santa Barbara and the Bears of Berkeley. So we hope to see you again at 4:30 for our final tilt of the game. Until then, I'm Chris Nespor.
I'm Joe Dresser. Thank you very much for tuning in with us today.
And we'll see you later.